Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back. Hopefully you've gone through all the basic videos learning how to hold your guitar, how to tune your guitar, and hopefully right now you have a tuned guitar in your hands. If you don't, I just suggest you go back, take a look at those videos, especially the one on reading tab, because we're going to do our first song today, and that requires us knowing something about how to read tab. So you can get the PDF for this song at guitarwithlauren.com. And we're going to go over that right now. So if you take a look at your tab, you'll notice that the first number on that tab is a 3, which means we're going to start with our third finger on the 3rd fret. And that's the note you're going to hear. Now the only note we're going to be changing, we're only going to be playing notes on this bottom E string here, the very thinnest string on your guitar. Now that's really the only thing you're going to have to worry about. The right hand is going to be doing the same thing throughout the song, and it's just a repeating pattern, which we're going to go over right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your pick, and you're going to hit the 1st string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 3rd string. So it's going to go 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3. So I'll take you up to a close-up on this so that you can see up close what my right hand is doing. Alright, so here we are in the close-up, and you can see this is my right hand here with my pick. And all I'm doing is hitting the 1st string here, going up to the 3rd string, coming down to the 2nd string, and back up to the 3rd string. So we're going 1, 3, 2, 3. 1, 3, 2, 3. Alright, now that you've seen the pattern that we're going to be using with your right hand throughout the song, now we can get into what the left hand's going to do. If you're having a little trouble with that pattern, just go over it a few times until you can get it and it feels natural. Again, if you're having trouble seeing those strings, don't slouch over your guitar like this. Try and keep your back straight and just kind of lean over and look over and see your strings. Don't be slouching over your guitar like that. You're going to have back problems. Your back's going to start hurting. So like I said, the first number on our tab is a 3, and it's showing on the high E string that we're going to put our 3rd finger, just like we did in the beginning, and play that pattern twice. So it's going to be 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3. Good. Now the next number on our tab is a 2. So we're going to play the 2nd fret of the 1st high E string with our 2nd finger, and we're going to play that pattern again twice. So it's going to go 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3. Good. And then the next number, there's no number, it's all 0, so that means we're just playing all the strings open. No fingers are holding down any strings. So again, we're just going to play that pattern again twice. 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3. And then we're going to put our 2nd finger back on the 2nd fret of that high E string, and again play twice. 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3. So that's how the first couple lines of the song go. It repeats again that same pattern, so it's going to sound like this when you're doing it. So it's got this nice little sound to it. So you're going to do that twice, and that is the first half of the song. So you're halfway through the song. All right, now that you get the first kind of half of the song, we're going to play some of these higher frets up here. So we're going to start off with our pinky going on the 10th fret of our high E string. Now remember, there's dots up the top here that'll act as a guide for you. So your last single dot should be the 9th fret. So you're going to take your pinky and you're going to put it on the next fret, which will be the 10th fret. And you're going to play that pattern twice. Good. Then we're going to take our 1st finger. 1st finger is going to go on the 7th fret. Play that pattern twice. Good. Then we're going to slide our 1st finger down to the 5th fret. Play the pattern again. And then we're going to take our 3rd finger and put it back on the 7th fret. Good, so that part's going to sound like this. Good, so you almost got the whole song. We're going to talk about the next part, which now we're going to come up to the 12th fret on our guitar. We're going to use our 3rd finger on the 12th fret. And we're just going to play the pattern once on each of these frets. So it's going to be 12. Then we're going to go to the 10th fret with our 1st finger. Then we're going to slide with our 1st finger back to the 7th fret. Good. Then we're going to slide back to the 5th fret, still on the 1st finger. Good. Then we're going to slide back to our 3rd fret. Good. Then we're going to put our 2nd finger down on the 2nd fret. Then we're going to play no strings, or no fingers, not pushing any fret on the E string. Then we're going to put our 2nd finger back down. And this one ends a little different. So what you're going to do is you're going to play on that last part, the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, you're going to go 1, 3, 2. You're going to stop, you're going to put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, and you're going to play the bottom 3 strings at the same time. So again, that part is going to sound like this. So now you put all those different parts together and you have the whole song. What's great about this song and why I use it as the first song is it really works on the coordination between these 2 hands. So you got your right hand doing one thing, your left hand is doing something else. It's not doing a lot, but it is doing something else. And you might find in the beginning that you're skipping strings or you're not hitting the right string. That's okay. Just practice that pattern. 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, until it becomes really natural for you, because eventually this hand will just start to become automatic and you won't have to pay attention to this hand as much. You can just concentrate on what this hand is doing here. Now the reason we're using specific fingers on this guitar, instead of just using our 1st finger and sliding it all the way up and down the guitar, we're going to work on some of that hand dexterity like we'll get into in our finger exercises. So this is a good first song to start off with. It's, you know, it's not the greatest song in the world, but it's slightly musical and it sounds nice, and it'll get you started with getting control of your hands and getting familiar with the guitar and working on that hand synchronization. We're going to do another song that also works with tab and a couple finger independence exercises before we get into working with chords. Again, trying to build the dexterity in your hands before we hit the chords, because once you do that, you're going to be using multiple fingers, and your fingers are going to be doing lots of things over here. So we want to get them at least a little bit of exercise, loosened up a little bit before we get into the chords. So that's your first song, and hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you back soon.